I just wanted to kind of go over a few adjustments that I like for cover three, especially in the red zone or other opposite side of the field. Um, it just allows you to be a little bit more aggressive and play some routes a little bit better. So if we'll just go back to this practice play. So I like it. I mean, really anywhere from the 40 in. There's a few weaknesses to this. Generally, it's covering those deep outside routes. So that's why I like it in a little bit tighter, right? Because there's not as much room for the deep routes. So the main thing, right, with anyone who's good at Madden, if you're coming out and running a stock defense against them, they're gonna dot you up all day. And so having ways to adjust to certain routes is really important. And I'd say the main thing is just be creative as a defensive person. Don't be afraid to, trial and error to mess around with the different coverages and the different zone depths on your pre-play settings, just to give yourself a little bit of variation in your defense. Really, if you're the kind of guy that comes out and runs the exact same coverage every single play, if you're playing someone good, they're going to catch on at some point and be able to dot you up and be able to find the holes. Okay, so this is something that I really like down in the red zone, to kind of switch it up. So if we just look at this play first from a stock perspective, stock cover three on defense, a lot of people like to high-low against people that are playing cover three, right? So we got X clearing out the corner, who's in a deep third. We've got RB and A creating a high-low situation with that curl flat defender. So if we look at the defensive side, we've got our curl flat defender, and I think right now I set the drops to 5 yards. So he's going to play that out, or that flat route, pretty aggressively, leaving that corner route open. So if this is something that commonly happens to you and you kind of just get dotted up by these corner routes, don't worry, I've been in your shoes before. So finding a way to beat that, right, it's going to be important for you to have success. So if we look at the same coverage and we run it again, we're just looking at that high-low, right? So even if we set the drops, and I'll do that right now, just to show you. But if we set the drops for our defense, so if we set the depths for our defense, right now, if we look at it, we've got our curl flats set to 5. So if we drop them to 20 to play that corner route better, now this curl flat, the nickel corner over here, he's going to drop deeper. He's going to be able to play that corner out a lot better. But it's still going to leave us vulnerable, right? And we're just going to get quick thrown to this A route right when they sees that he drops out. I mean, and look at that. Like, that's a flat route, and we're picking up 20 yards. So playing base, a stock cover three is just not going to be able to be effective if you're running it all the time. Maybe in certain situations you can run it if you feel like you got to beat on what the defense is doing or the offense is doing. But here's an adjustment that I really like that will help you cover all those high-low type routes that people like to run. Okay, so if we go and choose play again, we're gonna have to look at our defensive adjustments one more time. So we want to have those curl flats set somewhere low. Some people like it at 0. Plays it really aggressively. You can get a lot of picks on quick throws to the flat route if you keep it at 0. 5 yards gives you a little bit more drop. You might be able to play 10-yard out a little bit better, or other things coming across. So I like it at 5 unless I'm really wanting to take a shot, or somebody that's running a lot of RPOs or a lot of flat routes, I might put it to 0. And then the flat routes is what's going to help guard our corner routes. So I'll show you the adjustment that you'll make on defense to do that. But this is where playing it in the red zone is beneficial, because it allows you to be more aggressive without the risk of getting beat over the top, right? So depending on how aggressive you want to be or what yard line you're at, you can set these, right? So we're at the 30. So for now, maybe I'll set it to the 25. If we want to be more aggressive, we feel like he's just throwing that corner out over and over and we can catch him on this, maybe set it to 20. But for now, we're going to set it to 25. We're going to go to that same stock cover 3 look. And then have them run the same play. So the first time we ran it, I mean, either the flat or the corner out, both of them were picking up big yards, 20 yards plus, right? So now we look at it, and if we ran it now, we'd have that same issue, right? Where the corner's just going to get blown out by that go route. Flat's going to play the flat, and then we're leaving ourselves open for the corner out. So an adjustment that I like is to put our corners in flat. So now their drops are to 25 yards, and that will help us play the corner out a lot better. Okay, so if we go back, we just run it, we're trying to hit that corner out, throw it. I mean, that guy's sitting right there, and he drops it, but really he should have a pick. And if we're able to use her and switch on to him, if we can get this with the defense not expecting it, oh, sorry. If we can get this without the offense, with the offense not expecting it, it's really gonna hit. It'll be big. Okay. So I mean, look, he's dropping here. I think I might have set that up wrong, but so let me try one more time. Okay, so we got him in our flats. Okay, so it should look the same. It should play the same. We should have our corner jumping on that. All right, so he's sitting there, and really all it does is it keeps him dropping similar to how he would in a cover 3 look, but he's looking for things underneath, right? He's not looking to play the deep route like he is when you put him in that deep third, so he breaks on that corner out just a lot better. Okay, so do it one more time. I mean, you can just see it looks like he's dropping and he's taking that deep third, but he breaks on that corner out really quickly. So this is just a basic setup that I really like in the red zone. The one issue or the one weakness that you'll have, right, is depending on how aggressive you are in that drop, you might be leaving yourself open or exposed for a go route from the outside receiver. So we'll run it one more time, but just throw to X instead. I mean, and you'll kind of see, right, if patient and we're good. I mean, it's not getting there, but there's a potential that deep route beats us. And you know, if we're doing this in full field situations, X is going to get wide open at some point, but there's just not a lot of room. So that's why I like it in the red zone, because it allows us to have a little bit more space. But yeah, we don't run that flat. I mean, look at that, we're scoring a touchdown every time. Just a quick, easy adjustment you can do out of cover 3 to kind of protect yourself from those high-low balls, and get some picks if your opponent isn't expecting it.